Welcome back to 30 Days of Lightroom. I'm JT and we are here in Lightroom Classic, and we're going to talk about how to batch edit photos, sync settings, and basically edit a lot faster. If you shoot photos often, you'll know you may spend 2 or 3 hours at a photo shoot and then have to come back and edit hundreds or thousands of photos, and that can take 2 or 3 times as long as the actual photo shoot. So a 2 or 3 hour photo shoot can easily turn into 8, 10, or 12 hours of editing. So I'm going to show you guys some ways to batch edit and speed up that process. So let's hop right into this 30 days of Lightroom tutorial. As you can see, we've already processed this photo. I'm going to hit backslash on the keyboard so you can see the before and the after. You can see we have already done our basic toning, nothing to hide here. Here are all my settings for how I processed this photo. So let's say I really love the way this edit turned out and I would like to copy and paste those settings onto another photo so I don't have to duplicate those efforts. What I can do is go up to Settings, Copy Settings, or I can hit Command-Shift-C on the keyboard and you can see all of our settings that we would like to copy. I typically keep most of these boxes checked. I usually turn off crop so I can individually crop each of these photos because they're all different. And the same thing with transform and spot removal, and I'll usually turn off local brushes as well. These are some individual things that I like to do individually to each photo to make minor edits, because as you can see, the subject moves around, the background's a little different, and the crop and composition is a little different through all these photos. So I will just copy my basic treatment and toning, sharpening, color, noise reduction, effects, lens corrections, things like that. So let's hit copy, and then I will go to my next photo that I'd like to paste these settings on, and I can either go to Settings, Paste Settings, or hit Command-Shift-V on the keyboard, and we just pasted those settings over. So that is one quick way that I don't have to go through and manually paste all these settings. I can also go to my next photo, and if I like the previous edit on this previous photo, I can go here and I can click Previous. And Previous will paste all of your settings. As you can see, it recropped the image slightly. If I hit Command-Z, we pasted all of our settings, including the crop. So that is what this previous button will do. You can also reset to completely go back to 0. I'm going to hit Command-Z. That edit looks pretty good. So what if I have multiple photos that need similar edits? Well, what I can do is select the photo that I'd like to start with, and this is the photo that I'm going to steal the settings from, and I'm going to shift select up to this photo. So we've selected all of these photos. You can see this photo is a little bit more selected and is slightly brighter. That means we are going to start with this photo and we are going to take the settings from this photo, and then I can go ahead and I can hit sync, and you will see our same window comes up to copy the settings, and we can just hit synchronize, and you'll see the settings start to update in all of these photos, and now every single one of these photos has the exact same settings as this first one. You'll see a couple of these are a little overexposed at the end, so I can go in, go to my basic toning tab, and make some minor adjustments to make them look a little bit better, because if they did not have the exact same camera settings, they will be a little bit different. But I can go in and modify these individually, but I just saved a ton of time from individually editing these 7 or 8 different photos. But the rest of these look pretty darn good, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out because they had the exact same camera settings and they synced up fairly well. So again, we saved a bunch of time from having to go in and manually edit all of these photos. So that is how you batch edit, synchronize settings, and copy and paste settings from one photo to another. And this will save you a ton of time developing your photos in Adobe Lightroom. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to share this video with a friend and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, get out and go shoot.